learned the shape of your shadow better than my own reflection. Stood in doorways you walked through, collecting the air you left. Memorized the exact picture you left when it wasn't for me. Kept every small kindness like coins I was too afraid to spend. I carried your name in the softest part of my throat, never loud enough to wake the room. Swallowed every I love you before it could reach my lips. Afraid the sound of it would make you disappear sooner. Love that stays quiet doesn't mean it hurts less. It just learns how to bleed without staining the floor. Loved in silence, like a hymn no one ever sang aloud. Held the whole cathedral of you inside my chest while you danced under brighter lights, never looking around. I loved in silence till the quiet became a kind of die, and every unsaid word turned to stone inside me. And now I'm carrying ruins no one can see. I loved in silence, and silence left me back with nothing. I kept your favorite song on repeat when you were gone, not to remember to punish. Watched you fall in love with someone louder, someone who said the things I only wrote in unsent letters. I smiled when you told me how happy you were. Said I'm glad for you, like the sentence didn't cut. Folding my heart smaller each time you spoke their name until it fit inside the space between friend and goodbye. I thought if I stayed small enough you might one day turn and notice the shape I left behind. I loved in silence, like moonlight touching a closed window. Never asked to come in, never begged for your hand, just waited on the other side of the glass till the cold became permanent. I loved in silence, and silence taught me how to vanish without ever leaving the room. Sometimes I practice saying it now out loud, to the mirror, to the dark, to no one. I loved you. The words taste like rust and old snow. They don't bring you back, they just prove I survived, carrying something that was never meant to be carried alone. I loved in silence, and the silence finally spoke your name. Not in forgiveness, not in anger, just in tired recognition that some loves are born already, ghosts already, endings already, graves we dig with our own quiet hands. I loved in silence, and now silence is all that's left of me. Still here, still quiet, still yours. You started sleeping, facing the wall more often. I told myself you were just tired from the day. Your laugh came slower, like it had to travel farther. I thought it was the weather getting in the way. You stopped asking what I wanted for dinner. Started answering whatever with a small shrug. I kept cooking your favorite anyway, thinking consistency would bring the warmth back. I read every quiet like it was rest, every short reply like it was peace. I decorated denial with good intentions and called the wreckage just a phase. I miss the signs, every single flickering light, the way your eyes left mine a second too long, the way I love you started sounding like habit, not song. I miss the signs, and now the house is too big for one. The bed remembers two bodies, but only one still breathes here. I miss the signs, and you already gone. You left your ring beside the sink one morning, said it kept catching on the faucet. I polished it anyway, left it shining on the counter like a lighthouse for someone who'd already sailed. Text grew shorter, photos stopped coming. You said you were busy, I believed every excuse. I kept the gallery open on my phone at night, scrolling through proof we used to be aside. Blame the distance on miles, on schedules, on life. Never once on the slow bleed, a feeling I thought love could survive on memory alone. I was wrong. I miss the signs, the gradual vanishing act. How we need to talk became silence instead. How goodbye was sneakers and never raised his head. I miss the signs, and I'm left holding yesterday's map with every X marked where you used to be, now crossed out and invisible ink. I miss the signs, and the fault line runs straight through me. If I could rewind, I wouldn't beg you to stay. I just sit closer, look longer, ask the questions that felt too heavy to lift. I listen to the pauses instead of filling them with my own voice. But hindsight is a cruel teacher, and she only shows up after class is over. I miss the signs, and the missing keeps happening. Every empty coffee cup, every unplayed song. Every night I still reach across the wrong side of the bed. I miss the signs. Now regret lives in quiet spaces where your footsteps used to echo. I'm learning how loud nothing can be. I miss the signs, and I'll carry that miss for the rest of my kept the left side of the couch empty, even after the dust settled thick on the cushions. I told myself it was just habit, not a prayer in the shape of negative space. Every time the phone lit up with a stranger's name, I let it ring twice before the screen went dark. Still counted it as almost you. Still told my heart, maybe next one. I watered the plant you gave me when it started dying. Whispered to it the way I used to whisper to you at 2 a.m. Hold on just a little longer, as if staying alive was something we could negotiate. Hope is a stubborn guest. It sits at the table long after dinner is cleared, long after the candles gutter out, long after everyone else has gone home. I stayed hoping, like a lighthouse left burning for a ship that already sank. I stayed hoping, even when the fog got thicker and the stars refused to answer. I stayed hoping, because letting go felt like betrayal of the version of us that almost made it. I stayed hoping, and hope stayed open. Then you did. I still walk the long road past our coffee shop, watch other couples lean into each other over lattes, and rehearse the exact moment I would have said, look, they're us in another life. If you had been beside me, your favorite song comes on in the grocery store. I don't change the station anymore. I let it finish, let it carve another small hollow. I call it remembering, but it's just another way of waiting. I thought time would tire hope out, instead it fed its scraps of memory, until hope grew fat and slow and refused to leave. I stayed hoping, while the calendar pages turned themselves, while friends stopped asking any news, while my reflection learned to look tired without crying. I stayed hoping, like a child who still believes in the tooth fairy, even after the coin stopped showing up. I stayed hoping, and the silence learned how to say your name. One day I'll wake up and the couch won't feel wrong anymore. The plan will be gone or thriving without my apologies. The song will play and I won't flinch. I'll walk past the coffee shop and keep walking, but until then, I'm still here, still watering dead things, still counting almost, still staying. I stayed hoping, and hope finally wore me thin. Not with cruelty, not with noise, just with the patient weight of one more sunrise without you. I stayed open, now the hope is quieter, smaller, almost kind, almost ready to leave. I stayed open, and maybe tomorrow I'll stay. Coffee cup you use still sits on the windowsill. Lipstick ghost on the rim, fading month by month. I don't wash it, I can't. It's the last place your mouth touched something real. Your scarf is folded on the chair you never sat in again. Smells like rain and the perfume you stopped wearing. I press press it to my face when the nights get too quiet, and pretend the fire, still remember your warmth. Everything you left behind is heavier than you ever were. Paper thin promises turn to stone in my hand. I'm left with memories that play on repeat when I try to sleep. You laugh in the hallway, your hand brushing mine, the way you said forever like it wasn't a lie. I'm left with memories and they're crueler than goodbye, because they keep you breathing right here beside me while the door stays locked and the bed stays empty. I'm left with memories and nothing else of you. I still walk the long way home past our favorite bench, sit sometimes just to feel the wood we used to warm. I trace the initials we carved when we believed in things. Now the letters are soft, dissolving under my thumb. Your playlist still shuffles through my headphones at 3 a.m. Every song a small assassination. I don't skip them anymore. I let each one finish me slowly. Time was supposed to blur the edge, instead it sharpens every frame. I'm left with memories, photographs that burn behind my eyes. Your head on my shoulder in golden afternoon, like a promise in your voice when you said you'd fight. I'm left with memories that arrive uninvited every night. They sit at the table where you used to eat. They sleep in the silence between heartbeat and heartbeat. I'm left with memories, and they won't let me grieve. I keep waiting for the day they finally fade, for your face to soften into someone I used to know. But every morning they wake up first, whisper your name before I open my eyes. I hate how beautiful they still are, how they keep the best parts of you alive, while the worst part that you're gone stays perfectly preserved. I'm left with memories, and they're all I have to hold. No new mornings, no second chance, just echoes wearing your voice, wearing your hands. I'm left with memories that love me the way you never could, tender, ruthless, never letting go. I'm left with memories, and they're slowly burying me whole. Left with memories, left with you, still here, still gone. We used to glow in the dark like borrowed stars. You trace constellations on my back with lazy fingers. The room stays black even when the blinds are open, and my skin forgets what it felt like to be mapped. I still light the same candle on the dresser, the one you said smelled like summer on your neck. It flickers, fights, then gives up every night, just like the part of me that still expects your key in the lock. I thought love was supposed to burn steady, not flare bright, and then slowly starve. Love lost its light and left me in permanent dust. No dramatic blackout, no sudden eclipse, just a gradual dimming. I couldn't stop with kisses. Love lost its light and the shadows grew teeth. They whisper your name when I try to sleep. Remind me how warm the world used to be. Love lost its light and I'm still reaching for the switch. Your laugh used to bounce off every wall like sunlight. Now silence collects in corners like dust. I play old voice notes just to hear you breathe. Each one ends the same mid-sentence, mid-promise. I keep your sweater folded under my pillow. It doesn't smell like you anymore, but I pretend the thing. Laundry so gross is close enough to forgiveness. We didn't fight the dark, we just stopped turning toward each other. Love lost its light like a bulb that hums one last time, then clicks into forever quiet. No one and no spark, no goodbye. Love lost its light and I'm learning to see in the gray, carrying the shape of your absence like a lantern with no flame. Love lost its light and the cold moved in to stay. I don't hate you for fading, I hate how gentle the dying was. No crash, no scream, no final cruel word, just you becoming outline and memory. Then ache, then nothing I can still touch. Love lost its light and took the color from my mornings. Left the sky the same, bruised lavender every dawn since you stopped saying my name. Love lost its light, now I sit in half shadows, wondering if you ever notice how dark the same rooms feel without us. Love lost its light and I'm still here trying to remember what bright used to feel like. Lost its light, lost its light, lost its light, lost its light. You held me like something fragile you were afraid to keep. Fingers gentle as already measuring the distance. I thought careful and caring, I thought so meant forever. Every kiss tasted like apology, every I love you arrived wrapped in hesitation. I swallowed them anyway, starved for the version of you that might one day stop flinching. I told myself pain was just proof we were real, that bruises bloom where hearts beat hardest. I was wrong. This was love that hurt, not the sharp cinematic kind, but the slow everyday ache of reaching for someone who's already half gone. Love that hurt silences I couldn't reach. Come back with stories that fit too neatly in your mouth. I learned the exact rhythm of your footsteps, retreating, counted them like rosary beads, each one a small prayer. You turn around, I kept the voicemails where your voice cracked, played them when the quiet got too loud. Told myself the tremble meant you felt it too. The summer inside the distance, you were breaking the same way. I confused endurance with strength, thought if I could survive the hurt it would eventually turn into love. This was a love that hurt, a slow poison sent from familiar lips. Every swallow convinced me I was being saved. Love that hurt like winter sun on bare skin, beautiful, bright and burning, all the same. Love that in us stayed because the pain felt closer than being without you. I don't hate you for the wounds I hate, how tenderly you made them, how you chased the scars afterward, like an artist admiring their own work. Whisper, see, we survived this while I was still bleeding. Into the next quiet night I finally understand some loves don't end with screaming, they end with two people sitting on opposite sides of the same bed, one still hoping, the other already gone. This was love that hurt, and I'm still learning how to walk without limping, still finding pieces of myself in places your hands used to rest. Love that hurt taught me the shape of a long bar, showing me what almost forever feels like when it decides to leave. Love that hurt, and I let it, because for a while the hurt was the only proof you were ever really here. Hurt still hurts. Loved you anyway. Let the final note bleed out slowly on her soul, like an open wound that learned how to score. We used to carry each other like summer wind, light enough to forget gravity existed. Now every word we speak sinks straight to the floor and stays there, rusting between us. I still reach for your hand out of habit, but it lands like stone on stone. No warmth, no give, just the dull thought of something that once danced and now only drops. I thought love grew wings the longer it stayed. Instead it grew roots, then weight, then gravity. We couldn't outrun love, turn heavy, and we never learned how to set it down gentle. It pressed against ribs until breathing hurt, pressed against promises until they cracked like thin ice. Love turned heavy, like wet clothes we refused to take off. We drowned standing still in the middle of what used to be light. Love turned heavy, and neither of us knew how to say, I can't carry this anymore. look is different now, tired cargo. We speak in short sentences to save strength. Every I love you arrives late and out of breath. I remember when your laugh lifted the whole house. Now it went soft, apologetic, like it's sorry for taking up space. I'm sorry too for letting something beautiful become burden. We didn't fight, we just stopped lifting and let the gravity do the rest. Love turned heavy, a crown we both wore until our necks bent. We called it devotion, we called it forever, but forever started feeling like quicksand. Love turned heavy, and the more we tried to hold on, the deeper it pulled us under, till we were both too tired to reach. Love turned heavy, and we let go, not with anger, but with exhausted hands. Sometimes I dream we're back at the beginning, before the weight settled in our chests. I try to warn us, scream that lightness is fragile, that we have to handle it carefully. But even in dreams, my voice comes out slow, thick, heavy. Love turned heavy, and we carried it far past kindness, past mercy, past anything that felt like home. Now the silence between us is lighter than anything we ever said. Love turned heavy, and when it finally fell, it didn't break the floor. It too settled quietly into the shape of two people who once flew. Turned heavy, turned gone. I still sleep on my side of the bed, even though the other half stays perfectly flat. No crease, no warmth, no sign anyone ever lay there. I tell myself it's discipline, but it's just fear, fear that if I spread out, I'll finally admit you're never coming back to fill the space. You used to be the soft place the world couldn't reach. Now the world reaches everywhere, and there's no padding left, no gentle word waiting when I come home bruised. Just the echo of doors closing softly, like apologies we never said out loud. Love isn't supposed to leave you colder, but yours did. It took the blanket with it when it left. This is love without comfort, a house with all the lights on, and no one home to turn them off. I keep the porch lit anyway, in case memory decides to knock. Love without comfort is holding someone's ghost so tightly. You bruise your own arms, trying to feel held back. Love without comfort is the longest winter I've ever tried to outlast. I still make tea the way you liked it, 2 sugar, splash of milk, too hot to drink right away. I let it cool on the counter till it's bitter, then pour it out, like pouring out the part of me that still waits. Your coat still hangs in the hall, I brush past it every morning. second I smell cedar and rain. And you, then remember, it's just wool and time and absence. I talk to the empty chair sometimes, asking why tenderness had to leave first. It never answers, but the silence feels kinder than your last arm find. I thought love was armor, turns out it was only shelter, and shelter can't be taken away without warning. This is love without comfort, a heartbeat that learned to flinch every time someone says your name, every time the phone doesn't ring. Love without comfort is carrying your shape in my chest long after the outline dissolved, is waking up, reaching and closing my hand on cold air. Love without comfort is still loving you, even when there's nothing soft left to land on. I don't want pity, I don't want rescue, I just wanna remember what it felt like when being loved didn't hurt more than being alone. When you're safe here wasn't something I had to say to myself in the mirror at 4 a.m. This is love without comfort, and I'm still here, still breathing through it, still writing songs about a warmth I may never feel again. Love without comfort is the bravest, lonely I've ever been, holding the pieces of us like they might one day fit back together into something that doesn't cut. Without comfort, still loving, still here. There was a morning I woke up and the ache had changed. Not louder, not sharper, just thinner like smoke. I reached for the place your breath used to warm my neck, and found only cool air, agreeing with the silence. I still say your name sometimes when no one's listening, but the sound doesn't rise anymore. It falls flat against my teeth and stays there, heavy, polite, already resigned. I used to fight the quiet with every memory I had left. Now I let it settle like dust on furniture we chose together. My heart fell quiet, not with a crash, not with tears that could be named, just a slow surrender, like a lamp switched off at dawn when light is no longer needed. My heart fell quiet, and the room stayed exactly the same. Your photographs are smiling from the shelf, while everything inside me learned how to stop expecting. My heart fell quiet, and I didn't even hear you leave. I walk past the places we used to collide, the corner cafe, the bridge at midnight, your favorite bench. They look smaller now, ordinary, like stage sets after the actors have gone home. I no longer flinch when someone says your name in passing. The jolt is gone, replaced by a dull courtesy. Hello, echo, I think, and keep walking. The wound stopped bleeding, it just closed over on. I thought grief would roar forever. I didn't know it could also learn to whisper itself to sleep. My heart I sit in the dark and try to remember what it felt like when love made noise inside my chest, loud enough to drown out doubt, to drown out reason. All I hear now is the low hum of a house settling in my own breathing, careful not to disturb the stillness. I don't hate the quiet, I'm just not sure who I am when nothing inside me is still calling for you. My heart fell quiet, and the world didn't notice. The stars kept turning, the clouds kept cutting time, while I became someone who can say your name without my voice cracking open. My heart fell quiet, not healed, not whole, just finished waiting, finished hoping, finished hurting out loud. My heart fell quiet, and for the first time I didn't try to wake it. Quiet, 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 gone. I kept the porch light burning long after you stopped coming home. Kept your mug on my shelf, the one with the tiny chip, your cold character. I still fold your side of the blanket just so, in case memory decides to crawl back in at 3 a.m. Never learned how to harden, never found the switch that turns tendon itself. Every time I try to build a wall, my hands remember your skin instead and crumbled. They say time toughens all the heart, times it leather, times it stone, but mine stay velvet. Even when you walked across it in boots, my heart stays soft. When you should've learned to start with it clean, stayed open like a wound that refuses to close. That in the rain and that in the cold that'll bleed. My heart stayed soft, and you left anyway. Took the sharp edges with you, left me bleeding, sweetness into wounds that no longer echo your name. My heart stays soft, and that's the part that hurts the most. I still furnish your kindness from strangers, because it feels like we're hurt so for you. Still catch myself smiling at old photos where your eyes look like they mean forever. I tell myself this time it'll be different, but the mirror knows I'm lying. I tried anger once, tried face, tried ice, tried silence, but every weapon turned black in the platters. Every curse softened into your name, whispered like prayer. I'm gonna to be the one who walks the way harder, who locks the door and throws the key. Instead I'm still here, palm open, waiting for rain that never falls. My heart stays soft, even when the nights turn sharp, even when your absence carved canyons through every soft place I had left. My heart stays soft like moss or forgotten stone, quietly pure and quietly grieving, quietly refusing to stop believing in gentle. strive for is steady, but I'm afraid that version of me will remember how to love it all, and that scares me more than another year bleeding quietly. So I let it stay soft, let it bruise, let it hold, stupidly, because we are turning it. Is a heart that silently learned how to be safe by being nothing. My heart stays soft, and I'm learning to forgive for not knowing how to stop, for still reaching in the dark, for still whispering your name like it might summon you back. My heart stays soft, and maybe that's no weakness. Maybe it's the last honest thing I've done. Stay soft, still soft, still. I still keep your side of the bed made up tight. She's smooth like you might slip back in the night. The clock on the wall ticks the same hollow beat, counting hours since your shoes left by the street. You didn't raise your voice, didn't throw a single thing, just packed your quiet like it weighed nothing. I watch your shadow slide across the floor and vanish like smoke we never fought for. No slam door to echo, no final cruel line, just a soft click of absence, yours and mine. I waited for the words that never arrived, the ones that would've hurt but at least proved you tried. The end we didn't say is the sharpest blade that stays. No, I'm leaving, no, I'm gone. Just silence that drags on and on. You walked out of my life like a guest who forgot to wave, left me holding questions I can't bury in a grave. The end we didn't say keeps bleeding every day. Your toothbrush ghost still stands in the cup. I rinse it sometimes like it might mean enough. I replay conversations that ended too plain. Good night, see you, then nothing again. I'll search your last text for some hidden farewell, but it's just love you, 3 words that fell short of goodbye, short of the truth. Now I'm haunted by the ending with no proof. No fight to remember, no tears we could claim, just a slow fraction no one named. I would've begged, screamed, torn the sky apart, but you chose the quiet that broke my heart. The end we didn't say is the wound that won't decay. No closure, no last embrace, just empty air in your place. You faded like morning mist in the sun, left before the damage was done. The end we didn't say is the one that won't go away. Sometimes I whisper it to the empty room. Goodbye, tasting the word like a bruise. Wonder if you ever practice it too, or if silence was easier for you. I'd trade every unslept night for one honest fight, for anything louder than this endless quiet. The end we didn't say echoes in the spaces you used to lay. No dramatic fall, no tragic scene, just you gone and me still in between, holding the pieces of a love left half spoken, drowning in the goodbye you never let be broken. The end we didn't say is the only one that stayed. Didn't say, didn't say. And now it's all I hear. Let the last note hang, unresolved like the silence itself. I still keep your toothbrush in the cup by the sink. Blue bristles worn down from mornings we used to share. Rinses sometimes, pretending you'll reach for it again. Even though the water runs cold and the mirror shows only me, the closet still holds the shirt you wore the last time you left here. Sleeves rolled, collar soft from too many watches. I bury my face in it when the nights turn too sharp, and for a second the fabric remembers your heartbeat. I thought lost would arrive loud, a storm would scream, a door slamming final. Instead it crept in on quiet feet and took everything while I slept. The love I lost didn't leave footprints when it walked away, didn't steal the photos or burn the letters. It just faded like perfume on skin after years. The love I lost lives in the spaces between things, in the half-empty drawer in the chair that still faces yours, in the way my hand still reaches across the bed at dawn. The love I lost is the quietest ghost I've ever carried. Past the bench where you first said my name like it mattered. I sit sometimes, close my eyes, wait for the echo, but the wind only carries strangers' voices now. Your playlist still lives on my phone, I don't delete it. I let the songs play through to the end, each one a small funeral for what we were. I don't cry anymore, the tears dried up somewhere between I'm fine and I miss you. They say time heals, but time only teaches you how to live with the whole, how to breathe around it. The love I lost wasn't taken by someone else, wasn't thrown away in anger. It simply stopped being fed, stopped being chosen, stopped being the love I lost. Left behind the shape of us, pressed into the mattress, etched into the walls, a fossil of laughter and late night promises. The love I lost, and I'm still digging for pieces and places. pieces and never really left. I don't want it back the way it was. I just want one more honest morning. One more time you look at me and decide I'm worth staying for. But the silence has learned my name too well. It answers every question with the same gentle no. The love I lost is the warmest thing that ever left me cold. The brightest light that taught me dark. The softest voice that still says nothing when I need it most. The love I lost didn't die dramatically. It just slipped out of reach while I was busy believing forever had already started. The love I lost is the only thing I still know how to love. Still here. Still loving what's gone with the Let the final note hang like breath held too long. It didn't shatter like glass across the kitchen floor. No raised voices, no thrown plates, no final door. It cracked like old porcelain left too long in the cold. A hairline fraction, no one noticed till the whole thing folds. You stopped reaching across the table for my hand at night. I stopped asking why your smile felt borrowed, polite. We both pretended the silence was comfortable space, while the warmth between us quietly starved for grace. We didn't fight the ending, we just let it settle in. Like fog that moves so slowly, you forget you're breathing thin. The way love broke was the quietest violence I've known. No blood, no bruise, no visible scar. Just two people learning how to live with the absence of who we were. The way love broke was 1,000 tiny goodbyes. Each I'm fine, a fresh split. Each turn shoulder, a deeper rip. The way love broke was so gentle, it almost felt kind. Left the cup one ordinary Tuesday. You said you'd forgotten it at work. I believed you. I kept setting 2 plates anyway for a while. Then one, then none. The table learned how to be empty gracefully. I still wear the sweater you said looked better on me. It hangs loose and now like my heart learned to shrink. I catch myself humming songs we used to ruin together and stop mid-note, because even memory has started to flinch. We didn't choose the fracture, we just stopped preparing. And the break became background like creaking floors we no longer hear. The way love broke wasn't loud enough to warn us. No thunderclap, no siren call, just the slow bleed of small I've ever survived. If I could speak to the version of us before the first hairline appeared, I'd whisper, notice the quiet, notice how the laughter thins, notice when I love you starts sounding like something we say to keep warm. Because once the cold settles in, even apologies feel like traps. The way love broke wasn't with fireworks or screams, it was with the sound of two hearts learning to beat out of rhythm, out of sync, out of reach. The way love broke left me holding pieces too small to mend, too sharp to forget, too quiet to scream about. The way love broke was the last thing we ever did together. Broke so softly, still breaking, still I still say your coffee mug on the left side of the sink, even though the handle's chipped and the rim is stained with weeks old lipstick. I leave the porch light burning when the sky turns navy, like some small stupid part of me still believes you'll see it from the highway. I talk to the empty passenger seat on long drives home, asking questions I already know the answers to, but she's just late again to the dashboard glow, while the radio plays songs we used to ruin. Every clock in the house is lying, every midnight feels like bargaining. You didn't come back, you didn't even try the door, didn't even know, didn't slam, didn't call, just choosing. You didn't come back, and I'm not angry anymore. Just permanently cold in places the sun still touches. Carrying your name like shrapnel, lost too deep to operate. You didn't come back, and I'm still here. Still here. Still here. Waiting for a sound that already lived forever. You walk past the mirror where I still wait. Hair still damp from the shower you used to share. I watch your reflection slide right over mine, like I was already glass. You learn to ignore. You reach for your keys on the same hook, same rhythm, same careless flick of the wrist. I said your name, soft like a question. You answered the air instead, and the room felt suddenly bigger. I used to think eyes were the last thing to leave, that even words ran dry, the gaze would stay loyal. I was wrong. You didn't look at me, not once on the way to the door. Now when I whispered stay, now when the silence begged louder than I ever could. You didn't look at me, and that was a goodbye. No slam door, no final cruel line, just the slow murder of being unseen. You didn't look at me, and I've been invisible ever since. I still sit in the chair, the face is yours. Keep it empty like a promise I'm afraid to break. Sometimes I talk to the space where your eyes used to land, tell it stories about the mornings we used to wait tangled. It never blinks, it never looks away because it never looked at all. Your coat still hangs by the entrance. I brush against it every time I leave, hoping for the old reflex. Your head turning, your mouth softening into the half smile. Nothing, just fabric in the memory of being noticed. I thought love died in arguments, in screams, in tears, in thrown things. I didn't know it could die in the refusal to meet someone's eyes. You didn't look at me, and the whole world tilted sideways. The streetlights dimmed, the music lost its melody. Everything that used to reflect us turned mad and cold. You didn't look at me, and I became background, wallpaper fade in a photograph you already decided to take down. You didn't look again at me, and that one small act ended everything. I practice looking at myself now, in mirrors and windows in still water, trying to remember what it felt like when someone's gaze said you exist. I see you, I choose you. I'm getting better at holding my own stare, but it's never the same. It lacks your particular mercy, your particular cruelty. You didn't look at me, and I'm still standing in that hallway, still waiting for the turn of your head, still hoping the next time you pass, you'll pause, you'll falter, you'll remember, but you keep walking. that isn't yours. Didn't look, didn't see, didn't stay. Let the final breath hang in silence, like eyes that never meet. Held you like river water in cupped hands, thinking pressure would keep you from running. But the harder I tried to close my fingers, the faster you spilled between in every line. You were sunlight on a moving skin, warm for a moment then gone behind cloud. I kept reaching for the place your shadow had been, chasing heat that was already traveling south. I thought love was grip, was anchor, was staying. I didn't know the truest kind slips away, smiling, never breaking. You slipped through me like breath through open windows, like sand through the air with glass net, like rain through cracked pavement. You slipped through me, and I'm still standing here, so arms full of nothing but the shape you used to make. Fingers curled around the ghost of your way. You slipped through me, left no mark except the hollow where I used to feel full. I replay the mornings you woke up slow beside me, your hair spilling across the pillow like ink. I thought that scene belonged to forever, didn't know it was already borrowed time. You said my name like it tasted sweet once, and softer than careful than not at all. I kept waiting for the volume to rise again. Instead you turned the sound down until silence won. I blame the wind, the hours, the distance. Never once blamed how loosely I was holding. You slipped through me like smoke from dying embers, like moonlight through bare branches, like years through unmarked calendars. You slipped through me, and I'm left clutching and trying to remember the weight of your head on my chest, the exact pressure of your hand inside mine. You slipped through me, and I'm still trying to close the gap between who we were and who I am without. Sometimes I open my palms in the dark and wait for the familiar spill, hoping one drop stay behind, one stubborn molecule that refused to leave. But even memory is learning to leak, drip by drip, until even the ache feels borrowed. You slipped through me, and I never learned how to hold lighter, never learned how to love without clutching. So I crushed what little stayed and let the rest run. You slipped through me, now I walk with open hands, not because I've healed, but because I finally understand nothing was ever mine to keep. days you slipped through me. You used to wake up, reaching before your eyes even open, fingers searching for the curve of my shoulder like habit. Now the bed stays cold on my left side for hours, and I pretend I don't notice how long it takes you to roll over. You used to text me good morning even when we slept in the same room. A small ritual, a quiet claim. Now the notification stays silent till noon, and I tell myself you're just busy loving the day. I kept score in secret, every small yes, every turn shoulder. Told myself one more day of almost, but still better. And then you stopped choosing me. Not with a fight, not with the door slammed shut, just with the slow subtraction of glances. The way your hand no longer finds mine under the table. You stopped choosing me. In the silence, learn how to speak your name. Every morning I wake up second place in my own story, carrying the weight of a love you quietly retired. You stopped choosing me, and I'm still here auditioning for a part you already cast someone else in. I still make your coffee the way you like it, too sweet, too hot. Leave it on the counter like an offer. You take it sometimes, thank me politely, but never look up long enough to see my eyes asking, why does this feel like charity now? Your phone lights up more than it used to, and every time I catch the name that isn't mine, I practice breathing through the small implosion in my chest. I've gotten good at smiling while something inside me caves. I thought if I stayed soft enough, if I asked for less, you'd remember why you once chose every version of hard days with me. You stopped choosing me, the way a song stops playing when the needle lifts. No dramatic scratch, no final chord, just absence where music used to live. You stopped choosing me, and I'm left holding echoes of us, trying to convince myself the quiet isn't personal when every empty space screams it is. You stopped choosing me, and the worst part is how gently you did it. I don't wanna beg for scraps of attention. I don't wanna be the one who fights alone. But God, it hurts to realize I've been loving you louder while you've been learning how to love someone quieter. I would have carried us both if you just kept picking up your hat. You stopped choosing me, and now I'm learning how not to choose myself last. How to stop waiting for the version of you that only existed in old photographs. the last breath linger in minor key decay unresolved. I still remember the exact second the light changed. You turned your head just slightly in the passenger seat. Smiled that I've smiled that felt like a secret. And for one heartbeat the whole world lined up right. We drove with the windows down, music too loud to talk. Your hand resting loose on the gear shift between us, close enough that if I'd reached I could have covered it, but I didn't. And now that moment lives forever in the conditional tense. Almost is the cruelest prefix. It promises everything, then politely steps aside. You were almost mine, close enough to taste the word us on my tongue, close enough to feel your future brush against my skin, but never quite landing. You were almost mine, a sentence that never finished, a door left ajar just wide enough to let the cold in after you walk through. You were almost mine, and almost is the wound that never quite bleeds. I keep the photograph where your eyes are looking straight at me, not at the camera, not at anyone else, just me. Like maybe in that frozen inch of time you were deciding. I study it like evidence in a case that's already lost, searching for the moment the verdict tipped the other way. You said maybe someday, like it was a kindness. I heard it like gospel, carried those two words through every season until they dried out and turned to dust in my palms. I built whole summers around maybe winters too. Turns out maybe it was just a polite way of saying no. You were almost mine, the almost that haunts better than any goodbye, because goodbye at least draws a line, almost keeps drawing me back to the edge of what could have been. You were almost mine, and I'm still standing in the doorway, hand raised to knock, even though the house has new curtains and new laughter behind them. You were almost mine, and I'm still almost okay. If I could go back, I wouldn't beg, I wouldn't plead. I'd just take the hand that was resting there and hold it 1 second sooner, 1 breath braver. But time doesn't negotiate with regret, it only shows you the footage after the credits have already rolled. You were almost mine, and that almost is louder than any full love I've known since. It echoes in quiet rooms, it sleeps in the hollow of my collarbone. It wakes me at 3 a.m. whispering what if. You were almost mine, now I carry the almost like a surname, a middle name, a scar shaped like possibility. You were almost mine, and I will always be the one who almost had you. Almost mine. Let the final breath linger longer than the melody. You said it softly, almost like an afterthought. Folding a sweater I bought you last winter. No raised voice, no trembling lip, no final desperate touch. Just I think we're done here, and the words words landed like snow, quiet, cold, permanent. I waited for the rest, but maybe later that I still love you somehow. Nothing came. You zipped the suitcase, kissed my forehead like a child gone in a bed, and left the room carrying only what fit in your hands. But the goodbye that stayed, it didn't walk out with you. It sat down at the table, poured itself a coffee in your favorite mug, and never left. Your goodbye stayed long after the door clicked shut, long after your car disappeared around the bend. It sleeps in the hallway, it watches me brush my teeth, it borrows your voice to say my name when I'm alone. Your goodbye stayed like damp in the walls, like smoke that won't clear, like a guest who forgets they were only supposed to visit. Your goodbye stayed and made itself at home in the wreckage you left behind. I still set 2 alarms every morning, one for me, one for the ghost of your routine. I catch myself saying we're out of milk to an empty kitchen. Your goodbye nods from the corner, approving, patient, it never argues, it just agrees. And that silence hurts worse than any fight. I try to burn your letters, but your goodbye whisper, keep them, you'll need proof this was real. So they stay tucked in the drawer, yellowing like old apologies. I thought goodbye was departure, I didn't know it could unpack and decide to live here and free forever. Your goodbye stayed, it wears your old hoodie on cold nights, it finishes the sentences you never got to. It reminds me how your laugh used to fill this space before it learned how to echo instead. Your goodbye stayed, a quiet roommate who pays in memories and never once offers to leave. Your goodbye stayed, and I'm still trying to evict something that looks exactly like love walking away. Sometimes I talk back to it, ask why it didn't go when you did it. Answers in your handwriting on post-its, and the way the floorboards creak exactly where you used to step, and the scent that still lingers on the pillow you took and left behind. Anyway, it says I'm what's left of us, and I hate how right it is. Your goodbye stayed, and I'm learning to live with company that never speaks first, never touches, never leaves. Your goodbye stayed like a song stuck on the last note, the one that should resolve but never does. Your goodbye stayed, and some nights I thank it for at least remembering how to say your name when I can't stay. Your goodbye stayed. Your goodbye. You were always in the next room, even when you were sitting right beside me. I could hear you breathing steady, mechanical, but it never quite reached across the sheets. I traced the outline of your hand on the pillow, the one you stopped offering after the third year. You smiled when I spoke, nodded at the right moments, yet your eyes stayed fixed on some far-off weather. I kept turning up the volume of my own heart, hoping the sound would finally carry, but love spoken too loudly only echoes back empty. Your love felt distant, like radio static from a station in another country. I pressed my ear to the speaker for years, waiting for the song to come in clear. Your love felt distant, a lighthouse beam that never swept my shore. I stood on the rocks calling your name while you stayed safe behind the glass watching the storm. Your love felt distant, and I drowned trying to swim the space between us. You said I'm here like it was a location, not a promise, not a pulse. I collected your I'm fines like pressed flowers, each one more brittle than the last. I learned the exact temperature your voice dropped when you were ready halfway out the door. In your mind I memorized the pause before you answered, the one that said I'm trying without ever saying it. I told myself near enough was the same as close, that shadows touching counted as holding, but shadows don't tremble when they're scared, and yours never did. Your love felt distant, like stars we named but never touch. I built whole constellations out of your silences and called them proof you still care. Your love felt distant, a postcard from a city I'd never visit. Beautiful handwriting, empty promises on the back. Wish you were here, the cruelest lie you ever wrote. Your love felt distant, and I still feel the cold where you never arrived. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that you stayed long enough to make me believe proximity was intimacy, that showing up was the same as showing heart. I would have rather you walked away clean than let me freeze slowly in your lukewarm orbit. Your love felt distant, and I kept running toward the horizon anyway, chasing the mirage of warmth I swore I saw, till my feet bled and my voice gave out. Your love felt